took out the murder part and said, this is the part of the human being that makes them aggressive. So we'll just snip, snap, snoop. How do you feel? I feel great. Wouldn't you say it's a beautiful day today, subject 1135990? Yes, it's a beautiful day. Oh, my hand's on fire. Yeah, we set your hand on fire to see if it worked. How do you feel about us setting your hand on fire?
Fuck you.
I guess I'm okay with that. Wonderful. Here's your mop. Here's your broom. Go to work, asshole. Me?
Tag it.
You know, it's baked into the process of being alive on planet Earth that you're going to encounter people doing things that you don't like. Figure it out. Oh my God. The other thing about it that's so crazy about it is this, is that when we heard about this social media program in China, where they were going to award people points for whether they were trustworthy or untrustworthy, the government was going to monitor people's social media interactions and events of their life, their economics, whether they were back on.
That's what we call energetic currency.
Braxton was diagnosed with choroid plexus carcinoma.
With China being a communist, kind of crazy world over there.
Sure, St. Jude, tag it.
A different way.
Tucker gives to St. Jude.
If you're loyal to the state, you get credit. So he's misrepresenting what's going on in China with this currency. And of course, they're monitored and, you know, very, very restricted. He's very upset about this. Now, we're working to crush that system and bring a better one, because they already know our hearts anyhow. What we do to help, that's our wealth.
A MGTOW system, presumably some sort of men's rights activist movement.
Man, my camera's too magnified to get the words for the Wozzeck opera. I wish y'all would go see it. Teach you a lot about life. Plus, the music's actually good if you get over yourself.
1984 was technically just a book.
Alright, so...
Want to live it in real life? Here's a hint. Don't turn people into the government for taking off their clothes on the internet. Okay?
If...
Got a problem with that? Here's a solution. Go read the Bible. Okay? No one's making you look at these hot ass. First of all, here's the other problem.
Says the atheist.
Excuse me. Here's my opening thing.
Here we go.
I'm gonna be honest about this. Okay?
My hand's not shaking, don't worry.
No pun intended. Okay? The act of turning women on Twitch, or on Instagram, or on Facebook, or on Chaturbate, or whatever, into the IRS for tax evasion is an act.
Can you hear it all right?
To women taking their clothes off. Okay? When it comes to women taking their clothes off, okay, I'm for it.
Sure you are.
Okay?
Right.
Instagram, down at the beach.
But you secretly like the other.
You know what I mean?
That's even more dangerous.
Video gaming and watching porn at the same time. Both angry. So you get it.
Gummit.
Big girl,
I just
put yourself
can't.
in spandex, you know what I mean?
You love big
The less
girls.
the better.
What about
You know
Kelly?
A tank top as everyday wear to the mall? Sure. Hey, you know what? Sports bra covers the nipples. Go for it, sister. That's what I say. You know what I mean? And when it comes to After Dark on the internet, on the gram, or on the Facebook, or on the Twitter, or on the whatever, I don't know if I'm going to find you sexually appealing with your clothes off. Let's find out.
Let's not. Right.
I don't have a problem with women taking their clothes off on the internet. I do have a problem with people trying to discourage that activity. When it comes to women taking their clothes off on the internet, I am for it.
What do you think about your 6-year-old
100%.
daughters? What they'll do?
You know what I mean? 11
Be
hands
cool.
up. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. I shit you not, brothers and sisters. That's the God's honest truth. Broke ass dudes telling women not to take their clothes off and reporting them to the IRS. a system that turns them into informants of other human beings on other citizens. Why? Because those people have the audacity of making you feel bad because you don't feel like you can get a girl like that. If you're a dude, you can get any girl you want to get. If you want to get a good-looking girl, if you want to make that your criterion, if you go out in life, you can do that. I've seen broke-ass men with fine-ass women. I have. You know what it comes down to? Style, integrity, attitude, and
Oh, and by the way,
okay?
my buddy Tucker, totally Tucker on Boyd, told all of his subs last night how to make a video. Actually, more theirs, of course, which is what I've been doing this whole time. This is about creative content, and I use him as education and also documentation in my harassment. Now, do you see how that went viral without anybody knowing me? And everybody did it with, which distracted from my truth, because there was profit to be made and confusion to be had and chaos ensued. But see, this is my intellectual property, and he provides about, I'd say 12.5% of the content in this. And I have music going, and I have the image completely altered and the lens filter changed. I mean, it's him that threw a fit over it and said that I had a thing for him. It's always the opposite of what the liar says, and the true person can prove that they're speaking the truth.
Why you gotta move so fast?
You want to see me for a while? Oh wait, who's got AIDS? And he's also implied somebody's got cancer. Right, tag it.
What'd you say?
I know, why do you say somebody's got AIDS?
It don't make no kind of sense, but it's trending all over the internet.
And then they were talking about
That's what they're making predictions
the
about.
prejudice
And here's my
of
prediction.
why
My prediction
people
is an
get
internet
AIDS.
prediction because people need there to be another Gamergate.
Let's see what
And one of another
let's see what I can
imaginary
do.
battlefield between men
Hang
and
on,
women,
guys.
Haves and have-nots.
It's not imaginary.
You know what I mean? No SJW.
This is your cult leader here,
No thoughts.
talking to you, Channelot.
In this modern society,
He's got your religion.
because everything in this modern society has gotten so crazy skewed because of social
Hey,
media.
Willie.
You know what I mean? Honestly.
How you doing, my fine friend?
I blame drugs, I blame alcohol, I blame social media, and I blame the internet for giving rise to a whole generation
See, he has no free will.
Willie.
whose reactions to the world
Willie.
are to say, I'm all pissed off at the world.
This is a guy that calls women broads. Just wanted blowjobs in college when he was going to be able, learn to be a lawyer.
Willie's my friend from Luther
And
North.
He says this battle
And
of the
Crusaders go
sexes
fight win.
is not
Do,
really
do, do.
real. He'd prefer that women keep taking their clothes off online. They got Twitch now, which is all paid for live acts. And he's talking about that. He had a breakdown today because he realized he was wrong about the migrant crisis at the border. He's definitely compromised in way over his head, and he wants to fuck with me. Can you believe it, Willie? But,
Oh, I got
I'm
messed
trying
with
to
at
be
Luther
kind
North,
and
too.
compassionate.
It wasn't
I
all
helped this
sunshine and
dude,
lollipops.
Here's the beautiful thing you need to know.
I got messed with hard.
The world all came together for one thing.
I
and
wasn't
that's to
one of
make
them.
Sure this sex industry, human trafficking, pedophiles, and mental illness be addressed.
I mean, some
So
people
we're
said
doing
I
it
was.
tonight. I'm gonna try to help them.
It was 50-50,
Well,
huh?
whatever. It's some stupid game of like, oh, and then the success is achieved when you have sex with a woman, and then you never call them back because you got to move on to the next one because everyone knows the whole point of life is to have sex with as many people as possible
And that broke
because
my
that's
heart.
a thing.
That's how
if
you get
wanna do
AIDS.
that, if that's the purpose of life for you, that's fine.
Especially
All
if you're
that-
involved in anal
I met
sex.
these like that in my life, and then everything
How you
else
like
then
that?
was like, Women are a means to an end. It's the female body might as well be a robot. It's just collect another one, collect another one, collect another one,
Tag
trading
it.
cards. And my whole attitude about it, not to be like Mr.
Transhuman
Like
agenda.
romantic over here, my whole attitude about it is I like to hang out for a while. First of all, the most interesting sex never happens on the first date, right? You have sex on the first date, even if you're both being wild about it, like there's nothing more uncomfortable to me than people who are like performers in the bedroom. Do you know what I mean? You ever been with one, you know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, they're doing all this like wild and crazy thing, but like they're doing all these wild and crazy things. My attitude about it is like, whoa, you know what I mean? Hey, and I get it. Okay, you're into it. It's fantastic. Wonderful. You know what I mean?
What are you talking
Pull your
about?
hair? I don't know how that can possibly feel good, but okay.
Never.
But it's not in my nature. You know, that's the other thing. It's like all these like wild and crazy sexual antics. That
But you pull your own hair.
Like, well, why? And you're like,
Right.
I'm so
He
conscious
pulls
of
on
it.
his own
It's
hair.
If you want to have another person, I won't know what to do. You know what I mean? That's awkward. I've never been into that sort of thing. But then there's people who act like the more those sort of things that you have in your life, the better a person you are, whatever. But like I said,
I don't know.
Anybody. I'd rather hang out for a while. You know
Think
what I mean?
you're a
Like, we talk,
weirdo.
you know, can we do things other than this? You know what I mean? Like, and then you know, they do things like provide you emotional support.
Hey,
There's so many of these dudes who play the pickup artist game.
since we're talking about SEX, you know what most people focus on is a mutual orgasm. But you go ahead.
He doesn't even know what one
Equal
is.
exchange
I mean,
energy.
guys ejaculate, then that's the only way it happens. Women don't.
Get that out of your system. Now try and figure out, find out someone who's compatible with you. You can have actual like partnership with and like hang out with for a while.
There we go. They love his hair.
Shout out to Mysterious Forces Live. Natasha, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, listen, don't hate the player, hate the game, right? You know what I mean?
No.
Your name looks familiar. Your number looks even more familiar. Remember from the bathroom wall.
You are never a player with the ladies.
Ate Mexican that night.
There you
Tag.
go. Robin Lee was on last South
Yeah.
Chanter.
He's talking about the migration, the border, and Sandro.
Well, that's intriguing.
Sandro gonna fuck you up.
We got a heart-shaped water bed with a mirror above it. Maybe we can. Tease me. Anyway, so there you go.
Sounds like a bad dream. A mirror over a waterbed.
So it is what it is. So this is the thing. Look it up. Look up thought on it and realize
Too
how
many
ridiculous
porn
and
movies.
crazy it is. And
Tag
these people are saying that it's a good idea to report other people, other human beings to the IRS. Why? Because they're engaged in they're taking up this bandwidth. That Twitch is supposed to be about gaming.
Yep.
And these women are doing these things for these other reasons. So if
Yep.
you want to watch someone play Final Fantasy VII on Twitch, you can still find that. If you want to find the women who are taking their clothes off on Twitch, you can find that too.
Hey, Stephanie
What's the big deal
Nolte.
either way? Again, I think that these people need to spend more time thinking about their own inner psychology. Why would make them react or feel so banged up or upset?
Oh, believe me, they're going to be talking about
Uh,
your inner
I thought it was
psychology
that you wondered these guys
for the
were like,
rest of
"Why isn't
time.
anyone giving me a $30,000 donation?"
They got your
That's not how
whole
it
study.
works. You know what I mean? Isn't it lousy? And I'll tell you, I'll be completely honest here.
Alright, Stephanie. I know you don't fully understand
I'll leave it at that.
why I deal with this guy.
Right, they say ignore
But
this.
we're talking about
That'd be like ignoring my death.
an orchestrated takedown of good people, okay, that are targeted. But in the meantime, you got these people, which are all hooked up in a very nefarious thing, and little did they know, it really is at the highest levels connected to the sex industry, human trafficking, pedophiles, and mental illness. He's mentally ill. He said the other day that the migrant border crisis wasn't real, and they weren't there, and it wasn't happening, and he was smarter than any news channel, mainstream or alternative. Well, today he figured out it was real, but this is the day before when allegedly the White House says they appreciate him, which we know is just a joke, but it's serious, because we have got to know who we can trust and who we cannot. And he can't trust anybody because He doesn't trust himself, and he's a sick pervert. And Twitch is full of live sex acts now, come to find out.
Who would have known?
Go
I
ahead.
feel bad to make the CW champion feel that way when I did absolutely nothing to him personally other than exist as an attractive female in the same game space that he wanted to occupy. Right? And then I articulated that, and I was like, this is like ridiculous. And I was like, Teresa and Harris the same thing. I was like, what the fuck, she's got nothing to this. She's like, she's a doofus or whatever.
Hey,
She's
Stephanie.
just young and pretty, and that's all she's got, whatever.
This Teresa Llaneros apologized to whomever she stole the intellectual property of. And that'd be the little orange pumpkin with no face.
That wears the sunglasses
Me.
and smokes.
And then eventually I was like, get over
Although I
yourself,
might
you
quit.
have to, like, deal with it. Like, there's people just want people
We'll
want to
talk
attract
about it.
people they can't. You know what I mean? Like, no offense, Jordan say the gym.
It's a long story.
Deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the way that it goes, baby. You know what I mean? Or, deal with it. And so I'm dealing with it. And some people are dealing with it in a bad way. I'm not going to thought out at anybody. If I see someone taking off their clothes on Instagram, I'm not on Instagram, but maybe I should join. Because apparently there's all sorts of people. And that's the other thing. Apparently some of the issue is this, is that these women, that what they're doing is they've got the good stuff behind the paywall. That seems to be like one of the lead complaints. That if you go to their Instagram, they'll
Tag that mysterious number one,
and stuff.
protecting all the information
You know what I mean?
and sticking it behind a
Like, if you want
paywall.
the good stuff.
He better have.
You're gonna have to give them money for the private Instagram account. Apparently, that's a real big deal.
It's a never-ending story. It's a real
Charging
thing.
money for this stuff. And my attitude about it is like the following: it's like people are allowed to do that in a capitalist society. The other thing that I want to make sure that I talk about is this: is that when it comes to this, is that I also want to talk about the notion of a society where it's a double-edged sword. So I could fixate it from the male perspective and from the male gaze perspective of saying, it's like, these men and these other dudes feel messed up about the fact that we live in a society where women can exploit their natural desirability and men's natural desire for them by monetizing that circumstance. And I also want to point out the fact that there's
not
another
male
class of people involved
escorts.
in that calculation that haven't
He
been
is
addressed
so
far. And that's the women living in a
right-wing.
world where,
Is that the
of all
right
things
phrase?
That they can be doing for money, they're find it the most lucrative thing that they can do is take their clothes off or engage in sex work.
There's no jobs,
Yeah,
is the
that's
point.
And I'm not a prude about things, but the problem that I have with this is that porn stars be making huge money on Snapchat. Well, this is making money somewhere.
And prostitution and trafficking is illegal.
I'm not a prude about it.
Unless
The
you run
problem
a
is not
licensed
women
brothel.
wanting to have multiple sexual partners, or women wanting to invest time and effort in the way that they look, or what that means.
Oh, and those things are
It's the
equated
fact that
and put
it's the
together in his head.
normalization of that. You know what I mean? That we live in a society.
Only whores wear makeup.
Where,
I mean, that's what he
people are
says.
lucrative. Or that this is like, I don't think of it as a natural assumption about the nature of human beings that organically men or women would say to themselves, of all the things that they could possibly do for money, that what they would choose to do would be to be seen as a sex opera.
Hey, that's what this
You know what I
Wozak
mean? Or
opera's about.
Just exploit their looks.
She doesn't have no
And not
food,
have
so
something
she
else going on.
has sex with this big red-headed
Maybe
general.
That's a little bit airy-fairy and pie in the sky.
No,
Maybe
you
that's a
can't
little
win
bit-
for losing.
So I'm not an Elizabeth to work.
Yeah, ask a redhead.
That thinks that all pornography is by definition evil or wrong.
Redheads are all evil,
What
you
I do
say.
feel as though
I mean, not
is
just
that-
you.
that we live in a society that
The
it
EWEs.
feels out
Nyah,
of
nyah, nyah.
balance for me. And it feels as though that there's a problem with this.
Oh yeah, I'm
situation.
funny. I'm
because
serious.
it's engendering all these natural conflicts between men and women in society.
Ah,
And it's engendering all these definitions. And
I'll
invoking
try.
all these natural definitions or statements about
But then
the
you get
nature
too
of
far
how
away from the
sustainable affairs
speaker.
for men
See.
and women conducting themselves
There
in
we
the
go.
public sphere.
Now, he acts like this is a modern day thing. But from the earliest of days,
Here, we'll just look at me.
it was always an issue. Whether it was
I'm more
again,
interesting.
choose the fear of truly loving someone. You gonna let that win out over being dedicated to someone and being true to them and loving them? Because it's so scary to lose that love.
That is
And
why
then,
I'm
of course,
dangerous.
when people are prostituted, men and women both, and belittled
Yep.
when they engage in a love act.
So much more money.
That's what's wrong with it.
That's what's wrong with
It's
sexuality.
not always about the money.
Especially if you're a
It's about
monkey.
the soul.
So believe you me, if you want to talk about who needs to be reported to the IRS, maybe it's not these sex workers that you need to be worried about. These human beings who find themselves in a set of socioeconomic conditions where, for their natural motivation is to do something that seems unnatural to me. It seems unnatural to me to organically want to take off your clothes in front of a million different strangers, to put yourself out there naked on the internet. I guess
That's a metaphor.
Maybe I'm just wrong about that. And that's just something that some people like to do.
I have had to
Um,
stand naked
but,
in front of this group and be judged.
My attitude about it is that we live in a system in a society where I don't know. It
Right.
seems as though there's
Push
a lot
you
of
that
things
far
that are
and give
going
you
on
the
in world
I
that
don't
require
know.
redress and redress.
Just like a bad
And you
parent
can't
would.
do it, or it's hard to do that half naked on the internet. And that if these people would dedicate their brain power, if
Half
if
naked
we talk
means
about
you
the
gotta
problems
give
with
it a
the
bunch of
fat
lies to cover it up.
people that are gonna
to
report
dress
people
it.
to the IRS and the people that get presumably reported to the IRS. I would say to both these people.
Oh yeah, they did that.
If you spent all that mental energy and effort,
And I've got
that
the
you put
proof.
into either getting upset or wanting to protest women taking their clothes off on the internet, or dolling yourself up and taking half-naked, ultra photoshopped images of yourself on the internet. If you took that mental
Maybe
energy
somebody
and effort and
took
tried
my
to solve any of the
pictures
real problems
and did
in your life,
Photoshop on them, tag
or
it.
that might be going on with you, I think we'd be.
And they got shut down from sharing
There's too
them.
much fixation.
And then they shared them anyhow and they busted them.
Superficial,
Something's
on the
up.
image, on the instant gratification, on the
And it was all a setup. They were framing me for the
mediated
last
self-reinforcing,
4 years to take their
traditions
fall
of what's considered attractive
for
and
political
unattractive.
reasons.
And that doesn't
There's
seem like
your
that's
story.
what life's about. That there's,
Trump that.
the animals can do that, right? Animals like peacocks with their plumage, or cheetahs with their stripes, or birds with their song. You know what I mean? Can play the game of the endless striving for sexual attractiveness to achieve the end result of nutting once in order to make sure that your genes continue on for another generation. And that human beings gifted with these amazing brains of ours and our
You know what
ability to
nutting
comprehend
means,
things
right?
like politics and theology and literature and art.
It means like
So
ejaculating.
there are things to do. And
Sperms.
The problem is not just these women
The
are
seed
making
of
money
life.
and not reporting it to the IRS. The problem is that of all the things that people could be doing on social
The woman's
media,
the
why
egg.
is it that it's so lucrative for people to take their clothes off? And I
It's
just
the
don't.
oldest
It's weird.
business in the
And the other thing
world.
about giving
Right.
$30,000 on a Snapchat, or on an on a YouTube live stream, is like, or people putting their nude selfies behind a paywall. It's like, do you know how much free pornography is available on the internet?
Now, how would a researcher like C.W.
No.
Do
Dum
you
Dum
know
know
do you know how
that?
much free pornography is available on the internet? Like, why is it, like, whenever I get, like, if anyone...
I mean,
if
only
have
people that
donations
go to porn sites would know that.
On the super chat as well. And every time I do, I'm always, like, there's part of me that thinks to myself, like, You know, there's like tons of people like talking for
Let's
fans.
see what I can
Like,
do.
I don't know why. I'm thankful for it. I'm grateful for it. But like when people drop ridiculous amounts of coin on a chick, you know, talking on Twitch, I'm always like, why are you doing that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, if you want to support her stream and want to keep see her going, I guess give a moderate. Like, why would you drop like 30K like on a particular on Brittany Venny? Like, no offense, if you want to meet her, I guess I guess that makes sense.
Who's Brittany Venny?
Crowd. My attitude about it is like, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
Let's see.
just give her like $300. That seems excessive in and of itself for one stream. And then like maybe give her like $1,000 for 30 different streams. I don't know why you give her $30,000.
Breaking up payments while they're pushing money around online. Giving it to charity like St. Jude's. Right, Tuck Tuck? Tuck Tuck Goose.
Exactly. It was also
I'm just goosing you.
There's this mention of cosplayers, example, in the United States of America. It's like, yeah, all these people, these nerds, just complain about the
Right.
babes,
Big dorky nerds.
or these cosplay hookers or whatever.
We need to tag
It's just like-
that.
And then cool
It's
people
like,
got messed up online.
Comic-Con,
There we
and
go.
they had a shake up there a couple years back when they had some underage girls in those booths.
Probably. Yeah, maybe it's all the IRS. You know what I mean? Getting like, here's what we do. Tell all the dudes to get upset
The IRS was already in hot water, but
He's
you put him in
focusing on
hotter
the
water,
IRS
counselor.
because him and his crew are the very people that make up false claims about people.
That's
You know,
right.
when people run background checks on you.
Let me get this.
Maybe he's the kind that says somebody is, you know, holding money out from the government because he's a lawyer. You
Yeah.
know.
That represents a bunch of cons.
Stuff for free.
It's like a soap
All
opera.
the
You know
porn
what I
for
mean?
free.
I don't know. I
Good
have
for you.
no idea why people spend it. And this day and age, the fact that there's anybody dropping any money on any woman taking their clothes off on the internet is beyond me. Considering how much free stuff is out there, but then maybe I'm just excessively frugal.
Right. Tight ass.
Cheap ass.
With a loose
Yeah,
sphincter.
giving money on the internet. I mean, I'd save my money. I'd donate to some gal who's like, I can't afford to feed my kids. I'd be like, here's some money in the bucket. You know, that.
Tag Wozak.
You know, on Periscope all the time, girls would be like,
See, it's all real.
You do this, and you can friend me on Instagram.
Oh,
like,
and
private show.
Periscope.
And I'm
Right.
like, private show. I mean,
Right, yeah.
Somehow
okay,
it's
for the private
it's
show.
actually relevant.
I'll get excited about you. And okay, now you've gone offline because you did some private show with some other dudes who want to give you money. Nice. Do.
Bam.
We're good. You know what I mean? F1 for you. How much for CW dick pic?
Ew. Did you hear that? How much for
I'm
a
not saying I don't have a price.
CW
That's solicitation.
I don't know what the price
dick
necessarily
pic? His words.
would be. But there's definitely a price. There's
And he
definitely
is a
amount
sellout.
of
He
money that
admits it
someone
on other
offered me
videos.
in order to give you, do you know what I mean? A photo of my penis, without a doubt. Absolutely. I've got kids to feed. Do you know what I mean?
He says it's
Dude, there's a
44 and a
dollar
half
amount that I'd
inches
be willing
long.
to take
What do you think about that,
to
Adam?
your ass get pounded by someone dude in like full on
I mean,
homoerotic coitus, you know what I
I'd
mean?
like to hear your
He's talking about
statement.
another dude.
I'm not saying it's a low price. I'd be like up there in the millions. But
And then
if
he'd
you had
take
the
that
right
home to
amount
his
of
wife.
coin to offer me, not Bitcoin. If you had actual like gold doubloons or something, or you would like if it was like the post-apocalyptic world of tomorrow, and you had food that could feed my kids for like a certain amount of time, you would fuck me up the ass all you want to. You would slap me around, say
Tag
that
it.
shit. You know what I mean? Honestly, like fuck it. Like you know, I'll do what it takes to make sure that my kids get fed at the end of the day. I will. So it's not a low price. I mean, nowadays I'm not hurting.
Shows you how easy people sell out.
But some dude, some fucking, you know what I mean?
Elvis knew all about that.
That's gonna be like for X amount of money. You know, or, you know, I fuck with the ass and you call me Big Papa. Yeah, okay. I'll take notes. Like, what are you really into? You know, not sucking your toes. I don't give a shit. I don't think I'm all into it and stuff. or I act like I'm not into it. You got a rape fantasy going on? You got the right amount of money. I've got acting skills. I'll stretch. No pun intended. You know what I mean? I'll meet your needs, whatever you want. You know what I mean? If the price is right, so I'm like, I'm not doing nothing for a couple $100. $200, I'll talk dirty to you on the phone, maybe. You know what I mean? Don't get started at a couple $100.
He wants free porn.
I can't even get phone calls except for from bots.
Oh, see?
No more landlines.
There you
That's
go.
un-American too. All this digital bullshit. Come on, applaud. Oh, I promise you, I was taught by Big Boots, his own self.
Sorry.
Okay, so we're going to cut this one and move on.
You're killing me. You know what I mean?
Look at, he's got a dunce cap on for Channelot. Bye.
Chris Lance Martin,